Greetings and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Don Garcia from the Philippines, and today I will share with you a short vlog so you'll know what to do in case your Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 or its twin, the Interceptor 650, suddenly stalls. Whether you're riding the bike and then it suddenly dies, or when it's parked, you start it and it cranks but it won't start. I'll share with you some tips and tricks that I found out during the ownership of this Royal Enfield Continental GT. Just a quick story time, guys. I've owned this bike for almost 9 months now, and during the first 2 months of owning the bike, I've experienced the said stalling issue. The first, it happened when I was just cruising around, and then suddenly the bike dies. I thought, did I release the clutch wrong? Did I stall the bike? And then it didn't happen for quite a few days. And then one time I was on the expressway, suddenly the bike stalls. The symptom felt like the fuel pump was cutting. I'm quite familiar with that sensation because I've experienced effective fuel pumps before for bikes and cars. So it got me a bit worried because it was a brand new bike. So it's really weird for the fuel pump to be giving out that early. So I guess I thought it might be a factory defect since it's under warranty, so I'm not that worried, but still. But every time I would crank the bike from stall while cruising, I cranked the starter, it would fire up again like nothing happened. It was really weird as a sensation, so I'm not quite sure what it was. But a quick shout out to Sir Alex from RE North here in the Philippines. He mentioned to me that this is actually quite a common issue, or a known issue rather, for the Royal Enfield Twins. It was the relay. I will share with you what I did to the relay, which was also, I think if you Google around, if you YouTube, or if you read around in the forums, even abroad, they are experiencing the same symptoms. I've read several forums. It happens in India, even in Europe. So I'm just thinking that I might share my experience with you. So in case you experience the same problem, you'll know what to do and not panic just quite yet. Oh, and by the way, just a quick note. The check engine light or the malfunction indicator lamp, it does not go on when this happens. It would be really weird because there's no check engine, then suddenly the bike stalls, right? By the way, I also went to the service center. I had them check for any stored error codes, if there was any, and there wasn't. So, it is what it is. So we'll just have to learn to fix it. So without further ado, let me share with you. Oh, and by the way, the relays for the Continental GT is on the left side here. In case this is your first bike or this is your first time to own the GT 650 or the Twin, I'll share with you the step-by-step guide on how to access the relays. All you'll be needing will be your key and then a 4mm Allen wrench, I think it's called. Come on, let's check it out, guys. Okay, so first and foremost, we have to open this side here to access the latch. Actually, you can just pull it from here, but you know what? Let's just open it so I can share with you what's here. There's a toolbox here for you when you travel, and I believe there's a 4mm wrench included also here in the toolbox. So once you're here, you just need to pull this up and it releases the seat. Kinda difficult to do with one hand. Hold on, guys. Yeah, okay, there we go. So it's now lifted and we won't be needing that part anymore. Okay, next will be to remove the seat and put it somewhere safe again. Where do I put you? Just a quick shout out to Massimo Paddock Stand. If you guys are living in the Philippines and you need a paddock stand because, I don't know, you have a big bike that doesn't have a center stand like this Continental GT. I got this from somewhere in Cavite, I guess. I'll just put the link here so you guys can check it out. It's a pretty sturdy stand, cheap, and it looks quite durable. Anyway, now that we've accessed this part, this is your fuse box also, by the way. So it's a good time to have a check. As you can see here, guys, there's a guide for which fuse is what. So it's main, EFI, so main, then this one is your fuel pump fuse. Okay, we are here to access this part, and to open that, this is where your 4mm Allen or torque key, I don't know what it's called. You access here, you open this one, and then you pull it out. And ta-da, I have this. So we'll use this to loosen this and, okay, yeah. There we go. So it has a washer also, by the way, so be careful not to drop that, the washer. It's actually quite challenging to do with one hand because, you know, vlogging, but for you guys, for the views, don't forget to leave the like if you guys enjoy me suffering. Let's put this one somewhere safe, maybe, yeah. Once that's open, this side you just pull it out. It was held by the Allen key. And then this other side you have to pull it also because there's a grommet. Hold on. You know what? BRB. Okay, some things are better done with two hands. And then this, once the grommet here is released, don't pull this immediately. Pull it up because, oh come on, seriously. Yeah. Because that's the lock behind it. It goes inside here. So you don't want to pull it this way because you will break it. You want to pull it up. Okay, now that we've accessed this part, this is your intake filter. These are your relays. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I believe is your main relay. This is your starter relay. Then this is your fuel pump relay. And then this is an accessory relay. I'm not sure maybe if you use an auxiliary light or something, but if you don't have, you can use this as a spare relay. In case you're wondering why this one does not have any marking, this is a brand new one. The OEM one I kept in my travel bag, so whenever I go ride, I have a spare relay, despite this being also a spare relay. I mean, come on, it's just a relay, but if it fails, you'll be stranded somewhere, right? Oh, I almost forgot, guys. This one is, I think, related to your battery, maybe your battery terminal also, no? So why did I mention this and the relays? Because when I got the bike, when it was brand new, I'll put the picture here over in the screen, right? There was so many grease in it. I think it's dielectric grease or electrical grease, I forgot what it's called. But it was so much, it was too much. I guess maybe they put it there to prevent corrosion because I think that's the only logical explanation why they would put the grease there. I forget the exact name of the grease, but that grease is supposed to enhance electric conductivity. But unfortunately, what seems to be happening is the opposite. It does not conduct electricity very well, which is why the relay, mostly from either the fuel pump or the main relay, it's not giving enough current, so the fuel pump is cutting off because it's not sensing the relay there. Also here for the battery, there was also some grease here. I don't think I had a picture of it, but I just cleaned it. In my research, I've watched some folks from the Europe, they use contact cleaner to totally clean the relays, but me, I just wipe it with a tissue and some cotton buds or some toothpick to pick out some. So there would be still some bit of grease left, maybe to prevent corrosion or whatever. Alright, so as you can see, guys, I pulled out the main relay. And if you can see, there's still some grease there, but it's tolerably clean. Maybe I'll just wipe it a little bit more. As compared to the previous one, if you've seen in the picture, it was bathing in grease. There was so much grease there. I really believe that's what caused the engine stalling and malfunction, maybe either here or the one here for the fuel pump. Because once I've cleaned those, I've never experienced that issue anymore. Just pull them out. You can pull this up and then just pull them out. It's just a 5-prong relay. And then for the battery here, there's just a clip. Just pull it out. And then there was grease here and there was a lot of grease over here. So just clean that also, I guess. In case you're having a hard time pulling them out, just know that here, there's a latch here. It goes in this part over there. So that's how you pull it out, and then that's how you put it back in. Okay, one hand is really challenging, guys, but you know, for you. And since I'm here, I would also like to share with you that in case you pressure wash your bike and water accidentally gets inside here, which by the way, I don't recommend using a pressure washer to wash a bike like this because it's not really water sealed, maybe just for the wheels, but I know, whatever floats your boat. In case this gets wet, one of this relay, a check engine light will appear on your check engine light. So you just need to take it out, take it apart, and then clean them. And then that will solve the check engine light issue. In case you've experienced suddenly having a check engine light or a malfunction indicator lamp after washing your bike. These relays, they probably got wet, or maybe this one. So yeah, just a quick tip. And that's the fuel pump relay, just using a piece of tissue here. So it just goes to show you that anything in excess is bad. In case some of my friends are wondering, why are you speaking in English when you're vlogging about the Royal Enfield? Well, that's because most of the viewers for the Royal Enfield is from India. So hi guys, greetings from the Philippines. I hope more Filipino would subscribe to my channel regarding the Royal Enfield so I can finally speak Tagalog again. I'm running out of English words, I know guys. Come on, hit the subscribe button. As you witnessed there, it would crank, but it would not start because the fuel pump didn't prime, because the relay was out. I guess this is the same symptoms that happens when the fuel pump relay isn't working perfectly fine. The electric is not conducting very well. It's the same symptoms. The engine would crank because the starter, the main relay, they are operating quite well, but there's no relay, so there's no priming in the fuel pump, if you would hear when I turn the ignition on. And by the way, it's nice to know that the warranty for the Royal Enfield Twins is for 3 years, because I asked at the service center and the fuel pump for this bike is 20,000 pesos. So that's quite expensive for a fuel pump. It's more expensive than a car's fuel pump, by the way. So anyway, I will reinstall the relay and then we'll fire up the bike. All right, so now that we've reinstalled our fuse, and the ignition kill switch is in on position. Once I turn the ignition key into on position, you should be able to hear the fuel pump priming. I'll do my best to capture that fuel pump priming sound. Here we go. There, you heard that? That teet. So now when I fire up the bike, it's going to fire. There. That's how important these relays are. It would really make your head hurt if that happens to you, because you bought a brand new bike, then suddenly it stalls. Why, right? Anyway, I'm going to reinstall the bike. Alright, so we're finally done reassembling. I'm just gonna do some chain maintenance here, clean it a bit. Anyway, if you find this video useful, don't forget to leave a like or share it if you have a friend or you know someone who's having similar issue with the Royal Enfield Continental GT or the Interceptor 650. Check the relay first. Check the fuse and then the relay. Then if everything doesn't work, then bring it to the service center, I guess. That's what the warranty is for, right? So anyway, just for fun, let's start it again, just to make sure. I love it when I turn it on and the fuel pump primes. Sounds so good. Music to my ears. Love it. By the way, my exhaust is from Mike to Mike Customs. I'll put the link also here if you guys want to check it out. Signing out for now, and see you on our next vlog.